Hey guys, it's Rob here again today. So today we got another RDA review to do, and this RDA has got the biggest holes I've ever seen on any RDA's stock. And anyway, this one is the Mephisto RDA right there, and this does have the copper sleeve on it, and this is the ivogo version of the Mephisto, so this is a clone. And I got this rocking this on the Stingray X, and it just blends real well together. You got the Stingray drip tip come with the Stingray X on there, and it just blends in real nice with a little copper accent on the Mephisto with the stainless steel, and then you got the Stingray X with the copper accents with the stainless steel once again on it. Excellent airflow on this. It's got lots of airflow, and you can build pretty much any coil you want on this. It's got such big holes in the ground post and the positive post. I've got a 22 gauge right now in it, 22 gauge 10 wraps of G-plat 22 gauge wire, and I just got it in single coil mode, and I got both air holes open because I need the airflow. This thing does get hot when it just has one airflow open with this G-plat 22 gauge coil in it. Excellent vapor. So I got this off of Facebook in a group buy with a guy. I got to give him a shout out. He does a lot of the group buys along with Graham Vickers, and with the one-to-one group buys and vape trading. And his name is Terry Beer, I think it is. It's Terry, Terry, and the last name of on Facebook is Beer, so I'm assuming it's Terry Beer. If it was Bear, it'd be Bear, so I'm assuming it's Terry Beer. So once again, I do have one single coil built on this. It is a 0.4 coil build, and I got that for a little bit of flavor, so I can get some flavor out of this and not just 100% vapor. Because I do have Mr. Good Vape's Orange Dreamsicle in this, so I like to have the flavor of that. And so let's dive on down here on the table and let's take a look at this bad boy. So alright guys, here we are up close and personal, and this is the box it came with. You do see it says the ivogo version of the clone, and then you got Mephisto right there. Okay, so basically you can get, I mean, it just, you know, back of the box you got ivogo, you got Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you can visit them out. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now this did come with another screwdriver with some Kanthal in there, some thin Kanthal. I don't know what size gauge that is, probably some 32 or something like that. So you got that, and then also you go down here, it did come with some little cotton or some kind of sleeve or something right here. I don't know, I probably won't be using that. But you also do get all your rings. So you got your brass ring, your black ring, and then you also do have the copper ring right here. So it does come with all three rings. So that's a plus. So let's put all that back in there. We don't need the box no more. So here we go. Here it is on the Stingray X, and I do got the Stingray drip tip on there. Looks real nice. All brushed stainless steel right there with accents of copper. Looks real good together. So let's go ahead and take this off. Now there we go. Now look at the pulse holes on this. That is nice. I know there's probably other reviews out there. I've seen other reviews, but this is my review. But look at the post holes on that. Those are huge post holes. You can get anything in there, twisteds, whatever, 22 gauge twisteds, whatever you want in there. You got your flat tip screwdriver heads here, and as you can tell, I do have a build in there, and that is 22 gauge G-plat 10 wrap around an 1/8 inch drill bit. So it does hit real nice. A little slow starting up, but it does hit real good. It is also dry. So I did have one single coil, point 0.4 coming in, and that's good for flavor. And also I like to have one side open so I can show you guys the deepness of this. This is real deep of a deck here. You guys can tell on this. That's a deep deck right there, deep well. So you can get quite a bit of juice in there and quite a bit of cotton in there. So now it does have an O-ring on there, and as you can tell, that's a little bit chewed up. This is one issue I do have with the Mephisto, is it is chewing up the O-ring, and I'll show you the reason why here in a minute. So yeah, anyway, that's the base of it. Now it does have an adjustable 510 pin, so it is adjustable, and then as you can tell down here, it is welded. The ground posts are welded to the deck, and then you got your little serial number there, which this is 1513, and then you got your El Diablo at the top there. Now this pin does adjust out, so you can adjust to put it on anything you want. So let's go ahead and put this back on here. It'd been nice if this did have a copper pin. That would make it even better for me. But so here we go with the top. The sleeve does come off. You do got another little O-ring right here for your sleeve, and this can be ran in single or dual coil mode. You got your two Cyclops holes right there, one on each side. I don't know what the size are on them. They're probably somewhere around 9mm or something like that. And here's your copper Mephisto ring here, which you can swap that out and put the black one on or the brass one. I like the copper one on there. I'm seeming to find out that I'm really interested in the copper style mods and RDAs. That's just my personal opinion, or my personal preference. So here we go. Now you look inside here, it doesn't have really a dome shape. I like the dome shaped ones. They're a lot better for the flavor, but this is kind of flat. And as you can tell, see the ring, that is flat. Now that's the reason why it's eating up the O-ring. That little flat, it's not round. I mean, it's smooth. It's not like razor sharp or anything, but it's flat. So it's like eating up the O-ring. It's real hard to push this thing onto the mod. So that's the only con that I do have with the Mephisto. Other than that, this is a nice mod. You can build any coils you want, put them in there. Hits real nice. Decent flavor. It's not like the greatest flavor, but it is decent. So let's go ahead and put some more of this Mr. Good Vape Dreamsicle on here while we got it off, while we got the cap off here. Get it all soaked up. So it does produce real well. This is the 22 gauge G-Plat once again. So I like this because I can actually line up the slots so I can get the Mephisto lined up with the Stingray down there at the bottom. Get it pretty close to lined up. So as you can tell, real hard to get the top cap onto the RDA. But once you got it on, it works real nice. But it is tearing up and eating up the O-ring. So I wish they would have made it a little bit more round. It's nice that it's a tight fit, keeps it from leaking. I haven't ever had any leaks down out through the O-ring. That's real nice. But once again, I would really rather it had where it was easier to get on and off. It's too tight, so you're eating up the O-rings. So alright guys, that is the Mephisto. Let's bring it back up the top, vape on it a little bit, talk a little bit more. So, okay guys, as you can tell, this does produce a decent amount of vapor, and this RDA is made for making big coils and getting yourself some good clouds. But once again, the only con I do have is the top cap is eating away at the O-ring. So if you guys do get one of these, keep in mind that it might eat up the O-ring and you might have to have some spares. A lot of people have spares. I know I got plenty of spares, but you might have to have spare after a while with this RDA. And Once again, I did get this off of Facebook from a guy named Terry Beer, and check them out. I mean, that group, Facebook group, they do all kinds. They got the FU hatton that's coming out. I got myself involved in that one, and I will do a review on that one also. And yeah, they do all kinds of different mods. They do infinite versions. They try to keep with the higher grade, as you would say, for the clones, like the Infinite and stuff like that, and the ivogo. They're a decent clone company, the ivogo. I haven't really seen them have any for the lower end clone makers, so they do try to give you a good bargain on them, and you do get cheaper than what you would on a regular pre-order. So I mean, you're going to pre-order from somewhere else anyway, you might as well go ahead and get it from a group buy, which you're going to save a few more dollars through the group buys. So I really recommend, group buying, checking them out on Facebook, group buy, one-to-one group buys, and vape trading. And check them out, Graham Vickers and Terry Beer, and there's a few other ones out there, Caroline. Check them out. They're real good at answering any of the questions you might have about it. You do got to have a PayPal, so that's how you pay. A lot of times is through PayPal. So let's get in our vape here and we'll wrap this up. Great vapor production with just a single coil on this, and good flavor with the higher ohm coil. So okay guys, that will be it for this review. That is the Mephisto clone from ivogo. Till next time.